Hello YouTube. Today on the Naughty Librarian, we are doing a good old-fashioned book haul. Basically, for all of 2025 so far, I have just been doing like Anne Rice content, recapping episodes, so I'm finally getting back to like regularly scheduled programming, and that means I've been getting a lot of books and they have been piling up in my book pile. And for anyone who's new here, the book pile is all the new books I get that go in the pile, and when the pile gets like frankly ungodly in its size, I decide to do a book haul, and it's time. So let's get into it. These are all the books I have been picking up pretty much since the beginning of the year. And since I like to do categories, I broke down this book haul into 4 main categories. And we're gonna start with this one. So these are books that I pre-ordered and I got 5 of them. First things first, I have Oathbound by Tracy Deonn. This is the 3rd book of the Legendborn series and I'm obsessed with it. Although this is a chunky boy. Look at that thing. It is thick with 2 C's. Yeah, this is 642 pages. Holy potatoes. It had a big cliffhangery ending of book 2, although that was a while ago, so I'm gonna have to go look up spoilery reviews of the first 2 books so I can like jump back into this one. But this is amazing. It is a Arthurian legend retelling, and I don't want to say more than that. If you think like you want a good like King Arthur and the Round Table type of story, this one will give it to you and then some. So good. Another book 3 of a series is Scythe and Sparrow by Brynne Weaver. Although this is the conclusion of the Ruinous Love trilogy. And essentially these are serial killer romances. And I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. It's not really that bad. They only kill bad guys, so it's not like, you know, innocent people are getting hurt. So yeah, if you're okay with like a moral gray zone in your romance and also just a lot of spice, like these are gonna be great for you. They're funny, they're extra spicy, and they have like all kinds of chaos and mayhem. So it kind of gives me exactly what I've been wanting, and this is the 3rd book, the conclusion. I also got my copy of Dream Girl Drama by Tessa Bailey. This is another book in the Big Shot series, so it's like sport romances, and this one has sprayed edges. None of the other ones had spray edges, so this one's getting fancy with it. And it's a hockey player and his dream girl, and then upsy daisies, their parents are gonna get married to each other, and it causes all kinds of problems for them. But the thing with Tessa Bailey is that her books are incredibly funny and smutty and a good time. So you're gonna get all of that and then some in this. Another book I had to pre-order was A Tropical Rebel Gets the Duke by Adriana Herrera. This is the conclusion to the Las Leones series. This is like Victorian era historical romance. We're following like these 3 best friends, and they're all women, and they're from Latin countries, and they come to England for various reasons, and it's their love stories and who they fall in love with. And this one in particular is Aurora, and she has always been like the serious friend because she's actually a doctor and she's running an underground women's clinic in the Victorian era, so like shit was wild. And then she has like a Duke love interest, so very into this series. I'm very excited. It's the conclusion. I had to have it. It's finally here. I'm so excited. I also got a copy of Ardent Violet and the Infinite Eye by Alex White. Oh, I wanted this so badly. This is the book 2 of the Star Metal Symphony. The first book is August Kitco and the Mechas from Space. So you can kind of infer what this is about. Giant mecha robots from space, aliens type of thing, to come in to destroy the Earth, and like these musicians have to team up with them to like stop the Earth's destruction. And this is the sequel. Ardent Violet is the coolest character. They're a rock star and kind of irreverent, but also like would save the day in the end, a little bit of an anti-hero. So I really liked Ardent. I want to see what's happening next in this story. I wish there was an audiobook, but so far there is not an audiobook component yet, and it's bothering me that there's not. So hopefully that is coming down the road at some point. But for right now, I just have the book, and I'm very excited about it because like August Kitco and the Mechas of Space made my best books of the year list the year it came out. So very excited for this one. Oh wait, I forgot. I have one more book I pre-ordered. I started reading it, so it wasn't in my book pile. But that is Kills Well with Others by Deanna Raybourn. This is the sequel to Killers of a Certain Age, and essentially it is an all-women assassin team. They've worked together for like 40 years at this point, and now they're all like in their early 60s. So, they're women of a certain age, but you know what? They are still in the assassin game, and they have to like solve mysteries. They have to figure out who's trying to kill them, because that happens remarkably a lot of times to them. So this is book 2. And it's kind of episodic in a way, because it has like a mystery in book 1. This is a different mystery in book 2. So I think you could probably just jump into book 2 if you wanted. Although I do think it's going to be a richer experience if you had read book 1 first. But yeah, it's older lady killers. I love it. I love it so much. I'm very excited that I have it. I've already started it. I already love it. All right, next section of the book haul. I have 4 of them, and these are books that the publisher sent me. As soon as I saw Tochi Onyebuchi had a new book coming out, I was like, yes, please send me a copy for review. I would love that. So this is Harmattan Season. And Tochi Onyebuchi, sometimes he writes books that are so complex that I don't feel like I'm quite smart enough to understand them, but sometimes he writes books that are just so good that like it transcends that. I don't know. He is low-key a genius, and he has written some of my favorite books. And this is his latest. I'm very excited about it. This is kind of a magical noir type story, but it's also set in like post-colonial West Africa. So you also have like French colonizers involved in this. It's like very much a city on the brink, and a dizzy dame walks into his life, and now he has to solve a magical mystery. So into this. I think it's going to be incredible. And officially this is coming out in May, so we're just a little bit early, but like get this on your radar. Tochi Onyebuchi's a genius. I think this is going to be incredible. Also sent to me by Tor Books is The River Has Roots by Amal El-Mohtar. And this one's a novella, but this cover, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I am so into this. And like I just happened to see this one little blurb on the back, and it's from Holly Black. And it says, half delicious murder ballad, half beguiling love story. Tell me no more, take my money. I'm so excited for this one. This one has like fae creatures and 2 sisters who have to like, nurture the magic that's in the trees through song. And then something's going to separate the sisters. I don't know a ton about this. This is just for vibes. Like, this is so gorgeous. And frankly, half delicious murder ballad, half beguiling love story. Like, tell me no more. So I think this is going to be really, really good. Maybe a sleeper hit. I'm very excited for this one. So thank you so much, Tor, for sending me this. This just came out on March 4th, so it's already available. So if this sounds awesome to you too, you can go pick up a copy. Another book sent to me by Tor is But Not Too Bold by Hachi Pueyo. And oh my goodness gracious, the way this book was pitched to me. So I'm just gonna say what the line was that hooked me here. And this character is named Anathema, an enormous humanoid spider with a taste for laudanum and human brides. Tell me no more as a giant spider lady protagonist. Yes! So into this so much. And also cover gorgeous. It's a novella. It's a quick read. So even if it's not great, like it's a short time. Also, I think this has already come out. I think so you can pick up a copy too, but like tell me no more, giant humanoid spider lady's your main character. I want the book immediately. And last up, sent to me by Bramble, which is kind of Tor's romance division, is Go Luck Yourself by Sarah Raish. And this is a sequel to she had one with like Halloween Christmas mashup. However, this one is St. Patrick's Day and Christmas mashup. So I don't know what zany holiday antics we're gonna get into in this one, but it is an MM romance. I think the basic idea here is like a prince of St. Patrick's Day and a prince of Christmas have to like team up to solve a mystery together, and then they fall in love for real, and I am into this. I just love the idea. The concept is so cool, and I think this one has come out, or if not, is coming out very soon. It should, because St. Patrick's Day is like right around the corner, at least when I'm filming this, it is. So yes, totally into this one. It's really excited to read it. Okay, so next section of this book haul is books I got for my birthday, which was in February. February, so we're a little past that at this point. But I did get a lot of cool little book gifts, so I want to share them with you guys. First, I have Cry to Heaven by Anne Rice. This is the only Anne Rice standalone that I couldn't find at a used bookstore. And then my friend Alicia, she found one and sent it to me, so she was very kind. I really appreciated it because I want to do the standalones because I've kind of done all the series pretty much. I need to do all of the weird ones, that a one-off weird book. So that'll be coming sometime this year. We'll see. But I have Cry to Heaven. I have no idea what it's about, but I know it's Anne Rice, so it's going to be something wild. So this is described in the blurb as a sweeping saga of music and vengeance. And in particular, it's looking at characters who are castrati, and those were soprano male singers in the 1700s. And the reason why they kept the soprano voice well into adulthood is because snip snip. I don't want to say too much because demonetization, but yikes, this is gonna be a lot of sexual terror coming right at me. I'm gonna brace myself for it. But yeah, hopefully I'll do a recap on this sometime this year. I also got a copy of Joyland by Stephen King, and I love how this looks. It's very an old pulpy mystery novel, even the spine. I love the design of it, and it's Stephen King, and I want to read more Stephen King in general, and I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's kind of about a carnival and a kid who works there, and then there's all of these mysteries surrounding him. So I feel like it's gonna be a pulpy mystery, but Stephen King wrote it. And honestly, cover gorgeous, and it's Stephen King. Tell me no more. This is probably gonna be great. I also finally got a copy of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne, and this one is so cute. I love the cover of it, and it's a classic I haven't read. I have been wanting to read some Jules Verne, maybe for a Drunk Classics episode. I don't know, I'm planning out videos in advance, but this one seems so much fun. It's gonna be Adventure Time Drunken Classics, and I'm living for it, frankly. So I'm very excited I got this for my birthday. I was also gifted a copy of Dating and Dismemberment by A.L. Brody because I have been so into paranormal rom-coms this year that I needed this one. It looks so great. I think it goes perfectly in the genre of books I have been enjoying this year, which are just zany paranormal rom-coms, and this is gonna give it to me. So this is kind of two rival monsters whose turf is a Camp Clear Lake, so all of kind of a Jason Voorhees type of situation. And our main monster for the summer camp, Darla, starts having an existential crisis, which is scaring people really what I want to do with my life. And then a guy monster moves in named Jarko, and he wants to take over, and that's not cool. And I bet it's gonna be enemies to lovers, but they're both monsters, and I'm into it. I think this is gonna be so much fun if they do it right. So I am so intrigued, very excited for this one. Another book sent to me by my friend Alicia is The Vile Thing We Created by Robert P. Ottone. And this is a horror novel, and I don't know a lot about it. I know it's about this couple, and they're kind of at that age where they're well, if we're gonna have kids, we have to do it now because we're not gonna get a lot more chances. So they're all right, let's have a kid, I guess. And then things go awry from there. I'm assuming this is a demon child they birth, and I don't know what happens after that. But just a lot of maybe body horror, demon kid, and exorcist stuff, I'm assuming. But yeah, it's a horror novel, and I think it might be kind of snarky, and I'm into it. So I have to try this one out. I haven't read it yet, but I am very excited for it. Last birthday gift book I got was You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. This is another, I would guess maybe horror adjacent. This is more thriller, and this is kind of the normal setup you would get for a book like this, busy city woman needs to get away from it all, so she goes and rents a ranch in Wyoming, and then oh my gosh, the ranch owner's a hot guy who just wants to teach her about the simple country life. It seems like a romance is about to happen, but no. Things are gonna go awry from here. Eerie things are gonna start piling up. People are just gonna start going missing. Maybe this hot guy's a serial killer. I don't know, but it's Geneva Rose, and she writes twisty turny thrillers, so I am excited about this one. I haven't read it yet. Last section of this book haul is just a bunch of other random books I got, just because. First up, I have Red Rabbit by Alex Grecian. This is going to be the Blades and Bodice Rippers book club pick for April, which I am hosting on my channel. Although I do think we are going to push the live show back a week, so it will be, I think, on May 3rd. But yeah, we're going to be reading Red Rabbit, and this is a gory paranormal Western. Yay! I mean, it's not my usual pick. Usually I pick a romance, and this time I'm like, nope, we're doing a gory Western. Essentially, it's like a ragtag group of misfits all end up together going through, like, you know, the frontier, and they're also hunting down an evil witch. And there's also all these paranormal elements here. The frontier isn't safe because, like, there's monsters and I don't know, tell me no more, take my money. This sounds incredible. So we will be reading it in April officially for Blades and Bodice Rippers Book Club. Very excited about it. I also picked up The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, mainly because I've been a Book of the Month member so long, they give me like the Lolly Award winner for free. So I was like, all right, if it's free, I'll get it. And it's completely like a book I wouldn't normally pick up, but I am excited to see where this goes because it does seem like something I would like. This one also takes place at a creepy summer camp. Like, I don't know why this theme has been going on. There's been several books that feature like creepy summer camps already, but maybe that's the 2025 theme, I guess. But creepy summer camp, girl goes missing, and then the thing is, her older brother also went missing 14 years ago under similar circumstances. And then the other problem here is that this family of the missing children is like the most wealthy family in town, and they pretty much employ almost everybody in this town. And now their kids are missing, and there might be like weird occult or culty kind of stuff going on in the woods. I don't know. But it seems like something I would get into, and I don't know, my big fear with it is that I think it might move really slowly, and like I get impatient. But it did win like the Lolly Award, so who knows, maybe I'll really love it. It might be a blessing in disguise. I also got a copy of Five Broken Blades by May Cortland, and this one I am a little iffy about, if I'm being honest, but I want to see if it goes well, because I want this to do well. I want to like it, but it is like kind of a magical competition situation, and I'm like not really into those anymore. But this one kind of gives me vibes of There Will Come a Darkness, which is a book that came out a few years ago. I absolutely loved that book and the whole series, and this one has very similar vibes, although I think this is like an adult version rather than YA, and I'm like, okay, like this has my attention. Hopefully I'm gonna like this. Basically, evil king has to die, and like there's 5 assassins, and they all have to work together to achieve this end. And I don't know, and they all have their own agendas, and there's a lot of lies and intrigue, and I think it's gonna be good. At least it gives me the vibes of There Will Come a Darkness, which I loved. So I want to try this one out. Hopefully I'm gonna like it. I also got a copy of The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. And here's the thing, I own several books by TJ Klune, and I haven't read any of them. I don't know why I keep buying them. But this one in particular, we're following this guy named Nate. He's down on his luck. His family is gone. He goes back to like their family like cabin that they have. Another cabin in the woods, like creepy summer camp cabin in the woods stories this year. And he gets there expecting it to be empty, but it's not. There's this guy and this with his little daughter with him. And there's something weird about this kid. Like she's magical or something. She's got powers. And then things move on from there. It feels very indicative of TJ Klune books, but like I said, I keep buying them and not reading them. So you know what? That's gonna be a goal for 2025. I'm gonna read something by TJ Klune, finally. All right, we're here, everybody. This is the last book in this book haul, which is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ally Carter. This one I already know I'm gonna save until December. So it could be for like Christmas time this year. And this one is basically 2 authors. They both write mysteries, and they both get a mysterious invitation to go to a party at a remote cabin. I didn't know all of these books had remote cabins in them until like I started filming this video, but they all go there, and then wouldn't you know, now they're stuck in a real life murder mystery. What happened? How did this person disappear? We gotta solve it together and then find love along the way. So very into this one. It's gonna be really fun for the holidays. All right, so that was a whole bunch of books. This was my huge pile. I've officially hauled them in a video. I'm excited for so many of these books. Oh, I can't wait to read some of these. I'm very, very excited about it. So let me know in the comments down below, what's some books that you got recently that you're really excited to read? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. If you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And if you want cool exclusive content, including early access to videos and a book club, you can consider becoming a channel member or a patron. Links for that are in the description down below. And on that note, I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.